Hello and welcome everybody, I'm Christian from Berlin. Today you will learn the secret sauce of great bar piano sound, how we play chord, which intervals we use, which we do not use. It's called a voicing, and the voicings actually provide style and body to even the simplest melody up there. So you don't even have to play fast to sound really good. Please give this tutorial the same love that you did to the others. I know these fast fills and they are always very popular, but this is so fundamental. I hope you appreciate it. Let's go, enjoy. Welcome to this wonderful world of voicings. Yes, there's a little learning curve. We start easy, but you also do not have to be Einstein to get it. Let's go. Now, let's start with the C chord. You might have heard of this one. And what we do now is we replace the root, that's the one, the root, with the major second, which we will also call the ninth, because the major second and the ninth are both D. So the name is interchangeable. And we have our first voicing. Yes, how do we describe it? In numbers, in the intervals. So this voicing is from C, it's the 2, 3, 5 voicing. Yeah, you know what you've heard. It's very easy to remember. So now you might say, Christian, but this is not C anymore. The C is missing. It's called a rootless voicing. So we can save our fingers, our thumb for example, for some other stuff later on, like this. But that's too much for now. Okay, so now replacing the root by the major second. Ooh, can we do this for F? Of course, now you can do it. F would be this one. So that would be the same for F. But of course you can play inversions of this voicing. Now listen to this. Yeah, that's the F bit, just as an inversion. This F inversion, we replace the root with the major second, and yeah. Now we could play the first melody, and we will. I give you an example of how we can use this. I play only this voicing in Bridge Over Troubled Water, and I would play it in the left hand. Voicings can be played either in the left or in the right hand. You will see. Important note on these two examples. Christian, do I have to play these special voicings all the time? I played it here and here in pop styles, or let's say more commonly in, like we play evergreens. I define pop styles very broadly as non-jazz and non-heavy metal and non-reggae. You have all the time, you have just the basic triad present. But then occasionally I would play it. You see? Playing the voicings and the melody is more challenging because you're already bound by the melody, you know? The melody tells you so you have this melody here, and then you must look, okay, what part of the voicings can I play? So you tie to this note, and then you have to find notes of the voicing that fit below. Where when you play the left hand, melody is here. You can play it here or here, whatever melody is untouched. On top of that, I wanted to show you that it works also on minor chords. Because we have the C chord, A minor. Oh, we didn't do the minor chord before. Now, look at the voicing. 2, 3, 5, of course, with a minor third. Same what we did on major. Yeah, it's that universal. But I also wanted to lead you to the next level. Because now we're adding one more note. One more note. And that is, before we had C, 3 meager notes. And now, look at my fifth finger, observe him well. He's doing something great now. For once, he's adding a note. What note is it? It's the 7th. So now we added the 9th and we add the 7th. So you see, one more note and we have a 4-voiced voicing. Seven, 9, 3, 5 or 7, 2, 3, 5. What a wonderful, warm and rich sound, and it's just the same. 7, 2, 3, 5. You learned a new number. It's your lucky number. 7, 2, 3, 5. Let those be your lottery numbers because it's a very important voicing. 7, 2, 3, 5. And now, okay, what is this, Christian? Is the F major now with in same note but as an inversion. We have the major third, we have the fifth, we have the major 7th, and we have the 9 or the 2, as you record, it's the same note. So this time we have the 3, 5, 7, 9 voicing. Very important, write it down, make a tattoo on your forehead from it. We have the 7, 2, 3, 5. Same in A minor, 7, 2, 3, 5. And it's the same intervals, just in a different order. It's the 3, 5, 7, 9. Really very important. Okay, here we have our first half diminished, and that's also why I chose this example. It has a couple of nice occasions to show you chord types. The B, half diminished. Half diminished is just play inversions of the half diminished chord. It's like the diminished triad plus the minor 7 is called the half diminished chord. Look at the display. B, minor 7, flat 5. Yes, you can do that. Also inversions of that, so no more headache than necessary. But now comes one of your old-time favorites. Listen to this. Oh yeah, but I know it's popular, so let's get into it because we are in the dominant chord type now for a minor. And yes, this needs some learning, but I know this is yummy. I made a tutorial for that, just for that chord, because it's to me it's the most beautiful chord and voicing in the universe, and maybe in some other parallel universes I don't know of. Here. Now, shall we have a look? Oh no, here. It's the here. Yeah. Okay, you can see in the display already. It's the E7 plus. It's E7 is the dominant of, we want to go to A minor. So it's the dominant for a lovely dominant for the minor chord. So, third. What paths do we know? Third, 7, sharp 9 might be new to you. And the sharp 5. That's why it's also called the altered chord. Because the 5th is altered from the from the 5th to the altered, augmented 5. The 7 is the standard minor 7, and the 9 is altered from the regular 9, from the big 9, from the oh Christian, you're so dumb, major 9. Okay, so yeah. If you want to play it, you don't have to, but I know some of you will. Because especially when we go to improvisation later on, another tutorial, not today. So then, I will link the tutorial under the video, because there I do just that. We shouldn't also be obsessed with the rootless voicings. For example, it's time to catch a little air. It's getting a little bit easier now. Where these voicings provided the melody and the piece with a warm body, full with aromas of chocolate and moss, of nuts and coffee. Yeah, you could describe it like a perfume or like a 2,000-year-old red wine. But so, yeah, it's more full-bodied and warm, where against our new voicings. Yeah, that's right, Christian. That's our new voicing. This smells of, I want to tell you, this smells of tap water in Berlin. Now, of course, I'm this one. A white voicing that has a very, these white voices have a shining, transparent quality. There's a light coming from that. There is serenity in it. It's serene. How does that come? White means the intervals. We do not have the second intervals we have in these closed voicings. You see, the intervals are wider, and we're even doubling something. And we love that. To double something means learning less. Now, let's start with combining two of those exponents. We have here the C major chord, and we skip the 5th. We play the 3rd, we play the major 7, and just double this. And there are two variations of those, because when you want to play the C major 7 followed by the F major 7, you don't want to do this. We want voicings to be close by. Sounds better. And now listen, I play the F major 7. And there's just an inversion. In the C major 7, we had the major 3rd at the bottom, then the major 7 and the major 3rd repeated. Now we go to F. We have the major 7 now at the bottom, the third is in the middle, and the major 7 is doubled. Already wonderful sound, ready to break the charts. Now we can do a lot of stuff like yeah, it sounds fragile, huh? That's just me. Full body, fragile mind. So the D minor 7. Again we have this time the minor third doubled, and the 7 is here. Now, if we want to go from the D minor 7 to the G7, how easy. Now we have the 7 here at the bottom, third here, and 7. So you just need the third and the 7th. This was my initial example. C major 7, C minor 7, yeah, third, 7. Then we did this. F7. It's a very popular chord progression and it's a good example. Oh, wonderful. B flat, major 7. Thirds are here, 7 is here. E flat, major 7. Third is here, major 7 is here. And now we have our special candidate here. This is the E minor 7 flat 5, also known as the name A half diminished. And we indicate the half diminished by the flat 5. It's in the left hand. Yeah, we've got to play the flat 5 somewhere here to show that it's the half diminished and not the A minor 7 chord. So, and this way we can still play our wonderful thing here. Thirds are here, 7 is in the middle. And from there, D7, third, 7. It's so easy. And wonderful, thirds here, major 7. We love that. This is also great to embellish. I don't know if we did that in my embellishment lessons, but let's see. Sounds also great actually if you listen to what I just did here. I played the C major 7 and I double both. Like we have the major 7 is here and I also double the third. So you can add something here. See, it has a... You can play with it. If nobody wants to play with you, bugger off. You play with them. You play with the chords. Yeah, embellishment. Now, okay, listen to this. Here we have this glistening early morning sunlight voicing. Just repeat it. It's just like this. I just play the same. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop, bop. Could it be any more beautiful, the morning sunlight? Bop, bop. Yeah. You can also arpeggiate. So this is really great. This open sound. Oh my God, why? why on earth do I have to steal you, rob you of your last drop of motivation by showing you jazz voicings? The answer is very simple. Many old bar piano classics that you must have in your repertoire are jazz pieces. And why that is necessary to do extra voicings for that, I will show you right now. We start with the D minor 7. Now comes the G7. Yeah, there's an extra note, we come to that later. And then comes the C major. Now what is that? What progression is that? D minor 7, G7. It's the 2-5 chord progression, in this case even the 2-5-1 chord progression. And many songs you want to play have that, because as I said, they are jazz pieces. Autumn Leaves. That was a 2-5-1 of G. That is a 2-5 chord progression of A flat. Of course, as time goes by, or. Now, 2-5 of A flat major. Jazz standards are full of 2-5 chord progressions, and there are a couple of tricks to make life easier for you, and that sound very, very good. Now let's go back to my example. This one you know already, the 7-2-3-5 voicing, but now listen to this. I move only one finger, the thumb, to the B. Now I'm in G7 again. D minor 7, and I move only one finger, is the 7th of D minor 7, becomes the 3rd of the G7. Are you with me? Otherwise put on pause, get a beer, come back, bring your kids. Now let's have a look at this wonderful G7 voicings. Because you must learn these two. 2-5 progression. So now we have the G, we have the major 3rd, we have the 6th, which is also known in jazz theory as the 13. It's the same, 13 is one octave higher, it's the 6 or the 13, rubbing against the back of the minor 7. And so we have a wonderful, very easy to remember, and wonderful, classy voicing just by moving one finger. And we have again one you know already, the 7-2-3-5 voicing. So we start with 2-3-5, move one finger, and if you know this, you can play it in any key. For example, Autumn Leaves. A minor 7, we have the 7 below. Now you just move the 7, one half tone step down. The rest stays the same. That's the beauty of it. And we are in D7, and then we go to G major 7. Yeah, that's how easy it is. Now, have a look. Okay, we have this one. Yeah, that's actually, we had this chord before in Moon River. It is the altered chord. Now in a different inversion. Now look at the A7. I told you the altered chord is used when it is a dominant to a minor chord. So we play this A7 altered, because after that we go to the D minor 7. Yes, please stay with me. Don't switch off, okay? So it's because it's these chord progressions. You don't even have to play a melody. You just sit down in any bar. You just play the voicings. And you're hired. I just play the voicings. I play the voicings, and you get the gig. They're so rich. Now, the A7 altered is the dominant of the upcoming D minor. So, and you remember we alter the ninth. Here's the ninth. Here we have the major third, and we alter the fifth. You remember that from our Moon River example? So, and it's a wonderful, wonderful warm chord, and everybody think you are Einstein. Now, okay, we go from this A7 altered to the D minor 7. Now, didn't we have the D minor 7 before? Yes, here. So now you learn the second possibility to play the 2-5 chord progression. We are again in D minor 7 going to, we again move one finger here. It's again from the 7, remember? It's always from the 7 in D minor, in the minor chord, to the 3rd, with all other fingers staying the same. And we dissolve to C major 7 with the 3, 5, 7, 9 voicing, you know already. So, now, does it make sense? Yes, after we play this 4 or 5 times, it makes sense. Altered chord, that's the hardest for you, I know. Just copy what I do, don't ask questions. Oh, wonderful and warm, the D minor 7. Now, in this voicing 3, 5, 7, 9, the 7 of the D minor 7 chord goes half a step, tone step down, and we dissolve to C, root. Already gives you a different sound and a variety in your style. Now we added a 4th note, arriving at the 4-note voicing by adding the 7th to it. So, I visually remember this by the following way. You know, we have the root here, and we just group. You know, his left is the wife, and to the right are the 2 kids. They're grouping around the head of the family, Daddy Christian here, and then you just add the 5th. And then the same applies, of course, to with the minor 7th or to minor chords with the minor 7th. Then we learned that these, tight voicings have a special sound, but wide voicings also have a special sound. So they are actually, we don't put the intervals close by, but we stretch them. We have wide voicings with a very different contrasting sound. So you have a different sound at your fingertips, or 2-5 chord progressions, and that offers us the possibility of these special types that cover the whole progression. Now I wrote 2 pieces just to learn and to get familiar with these 2-5 progressions. One is Cocktails with You, and one is Last Cocktails. They're either here in the corner or linked in the description box, where you can, with the melody on top, practice these voicings. I know the learning curve is a little bit steep, but it's very rewarding, I find, and you can be very lucky that we did not learn the free jazz voicings. They have up to 20 voices at the same time. This is a very famous free jazz piece. Just kidding, a little bit of humor in the end. Does not hurt, does it? Thanks for watching. I hope I did a good job with this difficult topic. Bye-bye from Berlin.